Which is better, Take Along or Adventures? I'm here to answer this question. Take Along is better. And here's why. First off, it's more detailed than this. Now, I am aware that this is a continuation of Take Along for the CGI era, and I get that. And lots of people like this. Lots of people like this because of the couplers. But there's also people who don't like this because of the couplers, because this can break easily. Although I see this as less detailed. I mean, if you're to take a look at the buffers on here versus the buffers on here, you can already see the differences. In the side tanks, there's a gap between the side tanks and the splashers. While that's just plain lazy. Just plain lazy. If you're to take a look at the coal bunker versus this one. Note how the coal shows that it's definitely part of the mold and it does not mix well versus this. And then this one is something about it just seems a little bit like the shape of it seems a little bit off than this. Perhaps this one's a bit more stubby. Bit more realistic to the model era. Now, if you were to put the CGI face on it, I don't have an edit of that, and I really don't care to edit it on there. It still wouldn't look like the CGI era. Now, the problem with the magnetic couplers, I'm half asleep when we're making this because it is currently 5:13. The problem with the magnets is that it tends to rust. Now, I'm well aware of that. It's definitely a problem, without a doubt. I mean, you basically know the basics of that. I have a Take Along that I've had for about a decade that is not rusted, interestingly. So now I don't know about my other Take Alongs because I have no idea where they are. But so far my magnets on that did not rust yet. But here's another problem. Yellowing plastic. Now, almost every toy that is made out of plastic has this problem. You can see it on the wheels on both of these. This one's a bit brighter. This is interesting. I guess they use some kind of flash here. Anyways, now as for the company, this one is cheaper to produce. As you can see, since it's, takes up less plastic than, no wait, it takes up more plastic. So in a way, this would be better for the company. But Mattel is blind and doesn't really care about its fan base, so they just go with this. Then there's the whistle. That's just lazy. Versus this, they actually put detail into it. In the dome, what is that? It looks like a pimple. Versus this, that actually looks like Thomas's dome. And again, I'm aware that this is the model era, the model series, and this is the CGI series, and I know they differ in looks, but you can't deny the differences here, the cons here. But yeah, again, me being half asleep and not being able to go into extreme details. This is just my opinion and just showing some stuff here. And on that note, I'm going to end the video and get to sleep. Subscribe. And comment. And like, you know the drill.